before, you can add the arms. So we're adding the opposite arm, spreading the fingertips. Continuing to breathe, but pull that belly in to engage. Lots of strengthening going on. And then we're going to pull knee to elbow underneath 3 times. So 1, stretch it out. 2, stretch it out. 3, stretch it out. And release it down. Good. Same thing on the other side. Left leg goes out. Drop the toes down. Bring the belly button in. Get nice and steady. And then if you want to add the opposite arm, so right arm here, spread the fingertips. Breathe. And then same thing on this side. That little tuck. Roll through the spine. Stretch it out. 2, stretch it out. And 3, last time, stretch it out and return. Good. From here, my elbows are going to replace where my palms were. I'm going to interlace my fingers, so I'm coming in to dolphin pose. So fingers are interlaced, elbows, forearms down on the mat. I'm going to curl the toes and I'm going to peel the hips up into dolphin. Breathing here. Press the heels down, press through the forearms. Breathe. Good. And then drop the knees. You can release the hands. I'm going to come all the way up onto my knees. Bringing the hands to the lower back, lifting the heart center, reversing the back bend. Good. And then toes come together. I'm going to sit back on the heels. I'm going to send my knees nice and wide and counter that back bend with our child's pose, extending the hands out in front, bringing the forehead to the mat. And I'm just going to roll the forehead from side to side. Little massage. While I'm down here in my extended child's pose, I'm going to bring the palms of my hands together, forehead's on the mat, and I'm just going to draw the hands behind my head to make this little shark fin. This little namaste shark fin. Also gives a nice stretch for the triceps. And then releasing the hands down, bringing the palms back to the mat, bringing the knees back together as I curl the toes, glide up to down dog, and then just walk that dog, bending one knee then the other. Keep your breath, make it audible, let yourself hear the breath. Nice big inhales and exhales. Good, and then return to your down dog. Press through the hands. Ground down with the left foot. Bring the right leg up. Three-legged dog. And glide that right knee all the way up towards the front of the mat. Sliding back down through the hips. I'm going to scooch myself back for a better view here. So I'm coming in to pigeon. So I'm going to take a look up to start, breathing into that hip flexor, and then slowly coming down to my forearms, maybe stacked fists, maybe all the way down into our lazy pigeon. Breathing into the hips. One of my fave poses for sure. If this isn't comfortable for you, if pigeon's not your favorite pose, just come back to child's pose. It's a nice, calming, relaxing pose. And then when you want to come out of your pigeon, bring the palms back down to the mat, curl the toes on that extended leg, press yourself up, slide the right foot back so you're back in your down dog. I'm going to pedal it out again. And then we're going to stabilize through the right foot. We're going to send the left foot up, three-legged dog. Take a breath here. And then send that left knee all the way through, sliding back on the right side this time. So pressing through the hands first to look up, little back bend, and then coming down nice and slow. Forearms or stacked fists are coming all the way down into your pigeon. Palms return to the mat. We'll curl the toes on the right foot. Press up. Down dog. Slide the left foot back. Pedal it out. And from here, we're going to walk the feet up to the hands. We're going to do so by crossing one foot over the other. So cross them right over and be creative. Enjoy that walk up to the hands as you come into your forward fold. Maybe flip the wrists so that palms face up. Good. From here, pressing up halfway. Body nice and straight. We're going to send the hands back. Palms are up. Superman. So growing from the crown of your head to the tips of your fingers. And then releasing it back down. Bend the knees. Let the self be heavy. And then this time, let yourself roll up all the way, nice and slow. All the way up. Good. Bring the palms together. Close the eyes. Come back to your center. Good. I'm going to open the legs nice and wide here. I'm going to come into a little squat. So I'm deep bend in the knees, putting my weight forward like I'm coming into a huddle. And I'm just going to roll the shoulders one way and the other. Stretching through the ribs down into the hips. Back to center. I'm going to straighten the knees and I'm going to come all the way up to standing. Palms come back together. I'm going to toe heel in a little closer so I can come all the way down into my yogi squat. So obviously this pose